Amazon FBA is changing in 2025. You know it, I know it. We've seen what's going on with brand being restricted in 2024. And since the space is changing, you should absolutely change the way you are sourcing. What I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to explain to you why the way I'm sourcing online arbitrage products is changing a lot in 2025 and what I am doing differently. If you do not know me, my name is Chris Gunza. I'm teaching you how to actually build a successful business on Amazon FBA without the bullshit, okay? So subscribe and like this video if you want more content just like this. So, as I said, it's changing a lot, right? The main thing that is changing is that, brand restriction. So there's a lot of brands that, you could sell in the past that you cannot sell anymore. However, one thing that pretty much everybody has noticed in the past, and one thing that makes it less likely that you get restricted for a brand, is that if you actually ungated a brand in the past, and if you do not know these terms, I'm going to get into that. But if you ungated a brand in the past, it's less likely that you actually get restricted for a brand. So what ungating means is if you sell on Amazon, right, you cannot sell any, there's almost, when you start, there's almost no brands that you can sell. So you need to request approval to send these brands. This is what we call ungating, okay? So what I'm doing, the way I'm actually switching my sourcing right now is that whenever I find a product from a brand that is kind of not super well known, but like as long as it's not a super niche brand, right? So if I'm finding a product, even if it's at 15% return on investment, and it's a brand that I realize I'm actually gated in, what I'm going to do all the time now, and what I'm doing right now, is that whenever I find such a product, I'm actually ordering 10 units so I get ungated. And just for you to know, you can get ungated by ordering 10 units of a product from pretty much anywhere, right? And so right now, as I said, whenever I find a product for which I'm gated in the brand, even if it's like just a little bit above return, like just a couple of percent points of return on investment, I'm getting the product. The goal is not for me to actually make a profit on it, because like I don't care about the $100, $200, like it's fine, I'll get the product. But it's for me to have the option to sell this product. It's just so it's more likely for me to actually be able to sell this product in the future if more people get restricted, if the brand actually closes up. The reason why is because if the brand closes up, the competition is going to go down, and so the price is going to go up. There's going to be less price taking. So I'm trying to keep my options open, especially when it comes to Q4, because this Q4, I realized that all we are going to make money in the coming years, during Q4 especially, and with toys especially, is by focusing on the brands that you can actually sell that other people are restricted. And it's pretty random, but it's more likely that you can actually sell a brand if you actually requested approval. It's not an exact science, but I've noticed that if you sold a brand in the past, if you actually ungated a brand in the past, it's less likely that you actually get restricted. So in my opinion, what you should focus on, and you should allocate a small part of your budget there, is, if you like, to be honest, just if you find something, okay, it's at least break even, or it's at least a little bit profitable, go ahead and ungate it, okay? Go ahead and ungate the brand, especially if it's a well-known brand. Of course, I'm not talking about the Nike, all that stuff, but like, if it's a brand that has some brand recognition, because you never know, you may find actually a product that you are going to be able to run up, okay? And this is the way I personally think about it. This is the way I am going to go forward with my sourcing. And to be honest, right now I'm in a period where I go super wide anyway, and so yeah, it just makes sense for me to do this and to keep potential opportunities open, because we never know what can happen, right? And if it's a random brand, like a random brand that I've never sold in the past, and I noticed that there's like, you'll see some great opportunities from time to time from brands that you know but that you've never really sold, right? And so this is really what I'm focusing on right now. This is why I'm actually ordering a lot of products right now where I'm just like, I'm not that profitable, but like I can actually open up the gates, if I can say like this, and open up future opportunities, right? And I'm doing this for every single brand that I come across that I'm actually restricted. Not restricted, I'm sorry, that I'm actually gated. And I think that you should absolutely do the same, all right? I'll see you in the next video.